to the video. So this makeup in a message is going to be definitely different because this is a video I have not done before. But we're going to see, we may be turning this into somewhat of a series. But of course it's not going to be every Monday because that's not the only thing I want to talk about. But we may make this into a series. We'll see. We'll see. So you all know I'm trying, not even trying, technically it's already a business, but we're creating the aesthetics, you know, the essentials, the logo, the website, stuff like that. I'm assuming that whoever is starting a business has already gotten, oh, I forgot the color corrector. So we're going to skip the color corrector today because I forgot about it. And for the sake of time, I don't want this makeup and message to be super long. So yeah, we're going to skip color correctors today and we're just going to get right into the juicy stuff, okay? Let's just say you've already gotten your legals done. So whether that's depending on if you're doing a sole proprietorship or if you're doing an LLC or if you're just doing a DBA, so like doing business as, then all that's out of the way. You've gotten a seller's permit if you're shopping with wholesalers, stuff like that. Let's say all your legals are finished. Next step is, you know, creating, you know, your brand. What makes you you? What makes people want to come visit your site? And we're not doing foundation. We're doing concealer today, so I'm just doing a color. I was wondering why this looks so dark. This is my contour color.
Oh, he needs some milk.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so I'm going to come back after I use the right color because clearly this is not the shade I was looking for. I used dark cocoa versus the chestnut. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I tried to salvage it because I was about to wipe all that off and start all over again. Even though I didn't get that far, but don't judge me. So let's say you've gotten all the legals done. And at this point, you're just trying to, you know, put the final touches on everything before you start buying your merchandise. And that's pretty much where we're at now. And of course, I'm not going to be, like I said, this might be a series, but I just don't want to talk too much before it's done. You know, I kind of want it to be a reveal, you know, on the day it drops. You know, I just want it to be something like boom, okay? I just want it just boom. So of course you know to expect it, but I don't want to give all the deets. So use that same amount I squeezed out, goes a long way. Okay, so let's start on your logo. So of course, you could be someone that's pretty techie and can create their own logo, where me, not so much, you know. I'm a little different. Like, I had an idea on what I wanted, but not necessarily what I was going to, like, you know, I just, you know, that's not one of my gifts. You know, I can draw a little something, but not for a logo. So if you all haven't heard of this website, it's called, I don't know if they pronounce it Fiverr or Fiverr or whatever, but yeah, you can go ahead and download that app and pretty much find any contractor or anyone for that nature, and they have different rates, different fees, and they'll do these things for you. So I was like, okay, so let's just say I want a different logo than what I currently had in mind. So I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. Now, if you're like me, regardless of how much you save and put aside for your business, you still want to cut costs where you can. So we're going to start off with something low. Let's say $5-10, okay? Now, whether we're going to like the logo or not, who knows? But at least we have somewhere to start. So over here, I'm going to go ahead and show you all basically how it works. So if you first get on the app, I went ahead and saved a few people that I thought were, you know, not too shabby. I went ahead and favorite them. So I saved them just so I could go directly back to them when I was making my decisions after I looked through a few people. So I looked through the ones, found technically 2 I liked, went through, read a few things about, you know, who they are, what they are, like what their style is, because I don't know what your style may be with your boutique or whatever business you're starting, but you know, mine is going to be very luxury. Like everything that will be on my site for you to purchase is not going to be of cheap quality. So of course it's going to be a luxury boutique. So for luxury, you do have to pay a reasonable price. So just because I pay a reasonable price to get you the merchandise, okay? We're not going cheap. So we got to go cheap somewhere. That might be with this logo. So I went ahead, found a few people that I liked, saw a bit of their work, and I was like, okay, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So let's see, you know, let's see what they're about. So the process to purchase is fairly simple. Now it does look like you do have to purchase the app prior to telling them what you're looking for or what you're trying to accomplish. So yeah, so as you can see, I went ahead and purchased the app. And bear with me, you all, because I screen recorded all of this and I'm telling you what I already screen recorded. So it's like past tense at this point of me filming. So bear with me if it's like choppy, if the video's kind of choppy, you know. This is for my entrepreneurs, people that's trying to make something shake this pandemic. We ain't about to let the pandemic stop us, okay? Okay. So as you can see, the process for payment is fairly simple and easy to do, I would say. And I went ahead and did Apple Pay. Now, for you all that's just starting, in my personal opinion, just from all the research I have done, it's always better to separate your costs, even if it's initial costs, simple little things such as your logo, because in my opinion, every dollar counts. And if we want to flourish, if we want, you know, to be able to spend money where it matters, which in my case would be the merchandise, then we're going to want to cut costs as much as possible. So I'm like, okay, we're going to want to cut costs as much as possible. And if we cut costs at the end of the year, when we're filing taxes and all that, we want to know where we spent money in every aspect. So if that's the logo, I'm going to pay for that in an account that I only use for things related to the business. Okay, so I went ahead and add that card onto my Apple Pay. I only use that card when it comes to the business. If I'm buying supplies or anything like that, I make like another segment for these makeup and a message money Mondays. That's what I say, Money Mondays, where I might do another video for this little series, and maybe that'll be like purchasing when I start purchasing the supplies. Who knows? We'll see once we really get into it. But you see, the process for payment is very simple. I went ahead and did Apple Pay and used that exact same card that you all may see. I might blur it out because it doesn't really matter, but I may blur it out. But I use that same card that you see, and you'll see a little check, which means I purchased it. And after you purchase it, then they have a few questions that you ask. So I went with this first first artist, and I thought I liked her work, and I thought she added a kind of like a little feminine flair to it, and I figured that if she couldn't necessarily accomplish exactly what I wanted, I felt like she would come close. So I was just like, okay, let me give her a shot. So she asked a few questions. Of course, with the screen recording, you're gonna see the questions she asked and what I asked, how I answered it, and what my boutique was gonna be, and what I was looking for in the logo, and everything of that nature. Then after you submit, it tells you about how long or when to expect your logo to be finished. And my logo will be finished, I believe it said March 10th for the first young lady. And for the second artist, one of their, I like scrolled down, started reading this other guy's, and I was like, I'm feeling that. And I'm like, okay, I want luxury and I want to be able to expand to a broader audience. And I'm from the States, but of course, like, it's a whole lot of high fashion and stuff like that in Europe and other places. And this last guy, he said in his bio why he should be chosen and stuff like that. And if you notice, he didn't have as many reviews or anything like the other guy that I favorited. But I liked some of the other designs he did, and I was like, okay, maybe he'll help with a different audience. So he'll have a different outlook on it than me being from Georgia and being from the States as a whole. So took a chance on him. So we're just gonna see how that goes. So through the screen recording, you should be able to see what I said, the questions he asked, and yeah. So the next part of this series, you'll see when I'll re-record this or another episode to this series for our Makeup and a Message Money Mondays, and we'll see how the logos came out. So we'll see. Of course, we'll see how this series goes. I think it'll be really, really great, especially for people that are looking forward to like starting their own business and looking to cut costs in every way possible, just to give more value and more quality to their customers. It's all about quality control here, okay? So if you haven't already and you got this far, go ahead and hit that like button, notification bell if you will, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll be back with the final look. Thank you guys. Alright, you guys, so I am back with the final look. I hope you all like it. It took a little bit longer than I like, but and it's like, it's okay. I felt like other days was a little bit better, and I even did my eyebrows this time. Went all out for you all, and I'm just like, I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
But yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed this new segment I'm thinking on, because of course we do messages on Monday, so don't forget we're always, you know, uplifting, but I always talk about, you know, doing what you're led to do, doing something you enjoy doing, and you know, at the end of the day, just possibly trying to work for yourself. So if you are interested in that, I hope you really like these segments, because there will be more. So yeah, if you haven't already, hit the like button, notification bell if you will, comment, subscribe, and yeah, don't forget, next Monday we'll be seeing what the logos look like. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for another video. Bye.